the Kennedy Coach Show!
Welcome, patrons. This is the May Adventure video, which means this is episode 1.3 of the Kennedy Coach Show podcast. Already 3 episodes. That's crazy. We're having a blast. You guys and girls made the commitment, and for that, we can't say thank you enough. Now, in this video, it's not going to be like last month. There was a lot of live shows, a lot of going out, and like I said in a little teaser video on Instagram, the scene in the shows kind of come in waves, and so this video, we got some random Home Depot visits. We do a lot of home improvements now that we own our first home. We took our first kayak trip. We bought a kayak at a garage sale, and this trip was a special trip because it was pretty much to see if the kayak actually floated. So we took it to a little lake instead of actually heading out into the ocean and the intercoastal waterways with this kayak. So we look forward to more adventures, and we're gonna give you an inside look on some of our favorite trading cards. We have a crazy nostalgic trading card collection along with vinyl toys, cassette tapes, mini things. Brandy collects mini things. We'll get into all of that later, but in this video, we're gonna check out some of our favorites from our nostalgia trading card collection. See, we don't really show the inside of our podcast studio too much, so I'm hanging out at the, I call it the credenza, because that's what it is. I didn't want a desk. We wanted a credenza. I don't know, it just sounds a little better. Plus, there's clamps. We have camera holders. We have mic stands. So this is pretty much the studio. You can see behind me. Booyah! So coming up, we're gonna check out a bunch of stuff for the May Adventure video. Thank you so much for supporting our community and being a part of this whole journey. Hey.
Hey you guys, it is Ryan and Brandy, and we are taking the maiden voyage on our brand new 2-seater kayak.
Is that what we're calling it, the maiden voyage?
The maiden voyage.
Okay, look, we got some camera for the adventure. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that.
So,
either way.
Normally people would break a bottle of champagne on their boat before they put it in the water. But like most traditions, we think that is stupid and retarded. Who would break glass anywhere near a boat launch,
I got
beach?
flip-flops on today.
Yeah, any type of ramping area, boating, kids, barefoot, bad idea. So instead, we're just gonna have a drink.
Well, and that's awesome too, but while she's opening that, I just want to say that we have not put this boat in the water since we bought it at a garage sale. So this mission...
Cheers.
Cheers. This mission is to really see if the boat floats.
Yeah.
So we came to Lake Mare with Savannah Skate Park being over in that direction. So we're gonna...
Cheers to our maiden voyage. Let's hope our boat floats.
Yay.
I tell my friends, you tell your friends, you'll tell the rich kids, who'll tell the orphans. I don't know, I don't even think their mama know. I tell my friends.
We didn't sink the boat. We're out on the river. Well, this ain't a river, Lake Mare. But still, success because our boat didn't sink.
In a lake just to work out the logistics.
And make sure that we didn't sink in the boat. So this feels good. It's a beautiful day. It's about 82 degrees, sun shining, well, partly cloudy.
Fabulous.
Put the sunscreen on because that's just what you do. Brandy catching some sun back there. So we're gonna get into it. Into what? The water? Hopefully not.
It's maniac.
What a beautiful day. Sorry, I'm squinting so bad. It's so bright out here. I forgot my sunglasses. Yes, very nice. Again, first trip on our new kayak. We got at a garage sale for like 200 bucks.
The maiden voyage.
It floats. We had a little, what was that, champagne? What do we have? I'm feeling it. No, I'm not feeling it at all. We did just have the workout of our lives because let's face it, we're not the most active people, and we just had to fight the wind a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's why we're back in the canal.
My arms feel like jello.
Jello.
Benji's like my dad, always drunk. Someone need to drunk down Britney and tell her to keep her fucking legs shut. This town's got enough razor bumps. Everyday celebrities sucking dick above her cunts. Not washing their hands before they eat lunch. Doing what they want from sunset to oceanfront. Devil's daughter.
Sometimes we just come here to smoke.
Sometimes.
Look, it's the Home Depot truck. Where are we at? We're at Home Depot and Target. Why? Because randomly I go to Target for weird stuff. Well, you might think it's weird. I think it's normal. Garbage Pail Kids. Sorry, Brandy. Garbage Pail Kids.
And now we go to Home Depot all the time because of adulting.
And yeah, we need a rake.
So you got to make it a balance of fun things and adulting things.
Yeah, garbage pail kids, rakes, and a lock for the kayak.
Some cleaning solution.
We lock it up. Don't even think about it.
I know more than you.
Not proved to be true as we're going down the second aisle here at
I'll find it quicker
the
than
Home
anybody
Depot.
else.
You can't even really find a worker, so it's cool.
Right here. Oh.
Look, locks for the kayak.
Well, hello everybody.
Hey, I'm back. So what's up? So this is the May adventure video. Not too adventurous because we're sitting on the couch right now, but this is our living room, and we didn't really make it out all that much this month like we did last month to all the shows and stuff. You know, sometimes it comes in waves, and there wasn't too much really going on in that sense this month. So what we're gonna do today is we collect random shit.
Totally random shit.
Nostalgia shit. So like mostly trading cards, but we got comic books, vinyl toys. We collect cassettes,
Knickknacks,
records,
comics.
knickknacks. Right now we're going to show you some of our most prized possession trading cards. Some of them are unopened boxes. Some of them I couldn't take it, so I had to open it. And some of my favorite trading cards, including Garbage Pail Kids, which are my absolute favorite. So we're going to check out some of them. I'm going to check out some of this. Let's see.
Right.
Where should we start?
My favorite of all.
Oh, Brandy's going to start right here.
We have a full box of Pee-wee's Playhouse. This is one that I want to open so bad, but just don't, because how do you break down a full set?
Oversized. Look, it's not even just trading cards. These are activity packs. Read what they got in them. Right down there at the bottom.
Each pack has one sheet of tattoos, 3 picture cards, 1 sticker, 1 wiggly toy, and 1 activity card. These are full of fun surprises. Some of them are thick.
We've debated so many times. Do we want to open them? No, we haven't opened them yet because like it's a full unopened box.
1988.
1988.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. This is my favorite box.
And you need to ash this.
I'll ash it. You want to go to your favorite box? Probably that one.
Oh, definitely that one. I mean, these are all, let's just reiterate, these are all of my favorites. They sit on a shelf in the house right around the corner.
He displays them proudly.
I display them proudly, but one of my favorites, and this is something that I was really, really into as a kid, and shout out to my mom and dad, because they both were in on it, but my mom wasn't having nothing to do with it. My dad took me and my brother and my cousins to a couple of these events back in the day. WWF, man, this is one of my favorites. Look. 1987, it's completely sealed, it's in mint condition. Am I opening these?
Never.
Never. Do I want to? More than any fucking thing in the world, because I know they got WrestleMania 3 cards in here. Amazing.
Next up, we have a set that I won. I do a lot of eBaying.
She's good
where
at that.
I do the auctions and bidding and stuff like that. This set I got for Ryan one year for his birthday. It is from...
This is 1983.
83?
I already know that. I memorized that.
Jaws. And each of these packs, and we haven't opened one.
No way.
But they're 3D cards, and they each have a 3D viewer.
Each
inside.
pack has a pair of mini 3D glasses in each pack. So, I don't know. This is just one of the coolest things ever. You can see them, yeah, if you hold the pack up just right.
Again,
these are amazing. And look how they're packaged in 1983. Most things came in those like wax packs or whatnot. This was kind of a...
It's the year I was born.
That's the year you were born.
Yeah.
Whoa, even more of a meaning to that.
Ryan was doing a lot of 90210 nostalgia, and we came across these cards and we've got multiple sets of these. So we have full boxes unopened as well.
This is the unopened box. Now we also have another box which I have been opening. I opened this many, and those will also be for sale if anybody's interested on our online store. That's coming soon. But I also have the full puzzle because, you know, on the back a lot of these cards, these nostalgia cards, you put puzzles together. So some of these are puzzle pieces. But I didn't know they had these back when the show was on. I was a big fan of the show in the early 90s, but I didn't know they had trading cards.
Well, we collect them now.
We collect them now. So yeah, good call on those, Brandy. That's some of my favorites. Now here, this is pretty cool. Okay, so I never seen these back in the day. I guess, what is this, 1991. But I was hip to the OMTV rap cards. Now I'm guessing these are kind of like the ghetto little brother to that. They're called the Rap Pack. And they're cool. Now on the cover you got like Kid and Play. I was into Gerardo. Why the fuck would you put Gerardo? That's not a selling point. Ice-T, Granddaddy IU, I don't even know the fuck that is. Salt and Pepper, that's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
But if you read on, like all of those names, there's some really cool names in there. Ice Cube, why didn't they? Naughty by Nature, why didn't they put them on the cover? But that's 1991, the Rat Pack, sealed box. Have not even opened any of them either. Now, okay, I don't know if I should tell that story. Maybe I will. It's honesty time.
This is a 1986 sealed, unopened box of wacky packages.
And who don't remember? I mean, if you're in our age group, who doesn't remember wacky packages? I don't know if I remember them. These may be some of my first memory of wacky packages way back then.
Way back.
We have some newer ones, but the older ones are cooler than the newer ones. I'll just go ahead and say that.
I definitely remember these from my childhood just as much as Garbage Pail Kids. I had them all on the same kind of folders.
Which ones did you like better back in the day?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay.
But these were just as awesome.
Oh, these are badass.
If the store didn't have Garbage Pail Kids and they had these, it was like just as good. You're like, okay.
Yeah, you defaulted to these.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how maybe we feel about The Office and Parks and Rec.
Totally.
I love them both. I always default to The Office, just like I always default to Garbage Pail Kids. All right. This right here, maybe a lot of dudes out there might know what this is. This is bench warmers. I think it's 1992 bench warmers. Hot model girls in sports situations. And I'm going to be completely honest with you because I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. This is one of my first recollections of masturbation.
Oh, God.
These cards were amazing for a young boy going through puberty. And this is a completely sealed box. And these cards...
Are they still amazing like that?
No, I mean, they're dated. Look, I mean, they're early 90s girls. Check those girls out.
Were there boobies?
There's no boobies, man.
Okay.
But, like, when you were a young kid in 92, I'm like, that was the most skin I had ever seen. You know what I mean?
Way better than some stupid sports cards.
So this is special to me. I don't know if Brandy feels the same way.
We'll call that set Wet Dream.
We got two right here. Mad.
Next up.
Mad 1 and 2.
Mad 2.
This is Lime Rock. What's the year on these? 1992.
92.
Can you take that? Mm-hmm. I was a big fan of Mad Magazine back in the day. Loved the comics.
Yeah.
What was that thing on the back page where you could do the fold and it created another thing? I loved Mad Magazine, and again, these Mad Magazine, unopened, completely sealed, mint condition boxes. Mad Magazine, just like Garbage Pail Kids, was kind of like my first introduction to art as a kid. I mean, looking back, like that's why I love this stuff because of the art.
Good.
Yeah.
Art.
Now this is just great. This is 1996, the year the movie came out, Independence Day, unopened box. Look, man, Will Smith fans, he's in there. Who else we got? Jeff Goldblum. He's popular on the internet right now. He's back in some movies. Who's this? Bill Paxton. All these people. And didn't they do this movie again?
Yeah,
wasn't that good?
No.
Wasn't that
Doesn't
good?
she look like Katie Holmes from?
She does. Who is that?
Picture?
She does look like Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Independence Day, the day we fight back. Unopened box. Those are special right there.
Special.
And then these right here, I have something that pairs with this, so I'll just leave this down here for now. This is 1991 Brockham Rock Cards. And the cool thing about this is if you remember in the early 90s, holograms, man. If you didn't have cards with holograms, you were pretty much kicked to the dust like second-tier trading cards. These not only have some holograms on the cards, the packs are made of hologram. This is a very special card. The box is heavy. That's a heavy ass. You could you could like bench with that shit. See what I'm saying? Feel that. I mean, compared to that.
Yes.
Yeah, the packs are almost like made of hologram gold.
And Ryan's favorite, right on the cover.
Right
Scott
on the cover.
Ian.
Anthrax.
Not.
But actually, one of my favorites from that box, because I've opened a bunch.
We bought two and opened a whole box because we're into these.
You gotta save one. I mean, this one.
Holograms.
Look at how nicely sealed that is, man. That's almost still a perfect rectangle.
It's beautiful.
One of my favorites from the box, I'll just give you a real close-up. That's Megadeth right there. Now, and there's a quick explanation behind my love for Megadeth over my almost 40 years of living. You know, you grow up, Metallica's out there a lot. It's like Metallica this, Metallica that. I grew up on Metallica. I love Metallica too, but like, bleh, sick of hearing it. I have a special place in my heart for Megadeth, and that's why it's in this giant protective plastic. Like, is someone going to try to shoot that? Probably fucking not. Is anyone ever going to try to steal that? Probably fucking not. But it makes me feel better about shit. Now, quick story. No, not quick story. Donald Dump, Garbage Pail Kids.
And that was one of the older ones. Like,
This is
now they have a
2004.
lot of Donald Trump series. They did a whole bunch of.
This is when he was on the reality. What was that shit he did? You're fired.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is 2004, but this was worth like, I don't know, like $15 before he became president, whatever. And last time I looked it up, it was worth like $45, and that was right before he took the office. So there you go, Donald Dump, Hulk Hogan's rookie card, and I got that on the steal of a deal for like $6-7. Boom. He wanted 15. I said I can't do 15. I would have did 15. He didn't know that. What year is this? I'm squinting now. It doesn't even matter what year. 1985. Hulk Hogan rookie holding the belt. This is the Freddy. That's in a protective plastic there because, you know, big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger.
Look how far Photoshop's come.
We're moving right along. So we're going to move into Garbage Pail Kids because they're some of my absolute favorites. And these are some of the newest ones, unopened boxes.
These. We will still buy them forever.
We have a whole binder right down there. Now these are awesome. If you haven't checked these out, maybe you're like, wow, I want to try to check these out and get back into them a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, these are stupid and I'm going to fast forward this video. Either way, we hate the 80s. These are pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I got some really cool stuff in here.
These are my favorite in years.
And then you got the Battle of the Bands, any kind of metalheads out there. These are really cool too. I have a bunch of single ones in protective plastics, all my favorites because they're just amazing. But I'm going to give it up. Target, man. They have these, they carry them, and they're cheap, man. These boxes are $10. My favorite Garbage Pail Kid series, I think these are just flawless. It's the Garbage Pail Kid Adam Geddon. 2017, found these at Target too, bought a whole bunch of them, and I got them all opened up in here, and that's one of my favorites, New Wave Dave. I don't know if you can see that all that well. Those are some of my absolute favorites. I'm a Garbage Pail Kid nerd, and I guess one last thing. Well, okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
We try to keep any type of pack that we open, or any box that we open whatsoever, we keep one of... Try to everything.
Look, Cyndi Lauper trading cards.
Bizarre.
Beyond Bizarre, Grave Face.
That is.
If you're from the early, if you grew up in the early 90s, collected trading cards, rad dudes, these are some of the most colorfully vivid trading cards you will, even after all these years, you open this pack right here, it's going to hit you. Fluorescent colors are just going to hit you. These are amazing.
These are 2016, the Trashy TV.
Trashy TV. Those are good ones too. That's a big thick pack.
Yeah.
Look. Grease.
A grease lightning.
These are all of our unopened packs that just our collection. We don't want to get rid of these. Supergirl. We got a whole box of Supergirl. Look, Nintendo, you're taking it back. You got some pride. You got some scratch offs in there for some cheat codes.
Harry and the Hendersons.
The thing that we're gonna show you is Brandy got me this, and she made this protective plastic for this big. This is 40 cards. This is half of a series, 1987 Garbage Pail Kids. Half of the series uncut. So this hangs on the wall, and look, it's a protective, like one of those big. But anyways, so that's what this is.
I made a giant sleeve for
it. She made it. She's crafty. She's just my type. She's crafty. But this has some great cards in it. But it's and I'm not gonna give away where you get this stuff. Why would I do that?
Why would you do that?
I'm not gonna do that.
Don't
this
do that.
Is but I will say the place that we get stuff like this at one point in our lives, and we've been together for 16 years. So go ahead and try to guess. We lived like 3 blocks from this place.
Yeah.
And did not have a clue.
Nope.
So we smoked the whole joint. We showed you some of our favorite trading cards, the uncut Garbage Pail Kid from 1987. We're kind of nerds. We collect things. There's a lot of shit.
We both looked over. We're just going to do one shelf.
Yeah. Too. Yeah. We got all kinds of stuff we're going to show you throughout this whole Patreon adventure. Again, thank you guys for subscribing. Thanks for checking us out and being entertained by our... Weird. They smell too. They smell like the early 90s.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
It's mania. It's mania.
It's mania.
It's mania. It's mania. It's mania.
It's mania.
It's mania. It's mania. It's mania.
It's mania.
The Kennedy Coach Show!